Hello and welcome to another episode of me painting again. I've got my brush ready, got some nice clean water, and put a few colours on the palettes. I want to do a seascape, and so we'll have some sky first. Don't want as much water on my brush, so I've got this tea towel. I just use that to wipe my brush. Save on paper then. You just use a tea towel. Get some white, get some of this cerulean blue in it as well. So we've got some French ultramarine blue and some cerulean blue. We'll make a nice sky. Some white of course as well. The white gouache will opaque our colours a little bit better, because as you know, watercolours are very transparent colours. I don't want to go right to the edge of the page. I think I'll go there. And sort of blend that together a little bit. And then what I want is a bit more of the white. Just a bit more white in my colour, so when I go sheen, get a nice light at the horizon. Just blend them together a little bit while they're still wet. That'll be alright for our sky, I think. So what I want to do, I've got a nice wave here. I'm actually closing my eyes trying to imagine water. Imagining that water coming at us. So what I might do, just give my brush a dry off again. What I might do is get some blue and blue, cerulean blue and ultramarine. We'll make a bit of a mix. We'll use that for our base colour for the water. Start at our darkest part of the water, I guess. Well, if we're going to have a wave there, sort of there, that'll be where we'll have a wave, yeah. And then, so I'm sort of imagining it sort of going up and then turning over like that. And I might have another one, but I just want like a base colour and in there, and I'll get a bit of white as well, still with this same brush. Do our horizon line. About there. That's what I'm thinking anyway, something like this. Just sort of let that dry a little bit. It's a good time to have a drink and think about the painting that you're going to do. It does work quite nice sometimes when you want to do a wet in wet approach with like clouds. I might put some clouds in this when I'm thinking about that. Just thinking about a few nice clouds. I might get a little bit of burnt sienna, bit of the blue. blue and burnt sienna, just so it's not white. Don't want it to be pure white. Yeah, that's quite good. It's an off colour. So maybe there's a big sort of cloud that's sort of there. Go sort of off like that. Breaks, maybe. Use my finger just to blend out the base of the cloud. Maybe there's another one there, goes sort of off the page. You can move away some of the light, and then you can have dark, because you've got blue underneath. It kind of picks up that underneath. I'll get a bit more white, and then I can play with that a little bit. Nice fluffy cloud there, quite like that. Might leave it as that. Now, got some waves. I was thinking of having a rock here. By the way, if you're wondering what this brush is that I'm using now, I'll show you the brush. It is a Winsor & Newton Cotman 6mm. What's that say? 668. Number 668. Coming right up. Looks a bit like a filbert brush to me. But it's a nice little brush. I quite like it. It's good size. Good size for these pads. You have I tend to use two brushes mostly. Use the flat wash brush, and then use this for detail, and then I've got the smaller ones if I want even more detail, because you can use bigger brushes and you should use the corner, because if you think you're just using that corner of the brush, you're only using we're using less than half of the brush. So this brush becomes more sizes depending on how you use it. It's also a good straight line brush as well. So there's more than you can do more with one brush than you think you can. When you first start painting, you think you need a lot of brushes when you don't really. And I know the art sellers will deny that idea. They'll be like, oh no, you need everything. Get yourself one of each. So I'm going to make myself a browny bluey black. That's what that is. I'm going to put some rocks in really. I want a rock there, but I don't want it to be too dark. So I might just get a bit of white there. Make myself a middle of the road grey, because I don't want it to be too dark, because there's a lot of moisture and stuff. So I'll have a rock there. It's probably a bit too light now. Let's go a bit darker. That rock there. Maybe there's another one sort of there. Different shape. Go into this colour. Gone a bit darker because I want there to be an obvious dark side. The dark side. I'm back to that again. I'm going to have some waves sort of splashing up against it. And I wanted a rock in front of them. Bit of brown, bit of blue, bit of black. I've got a foreground rock which we can have right there. I've got there. It's darker. It's darker, and that's why it's going to look more foreground. As it dries, you'll see it. It's a bit sparkly at the moment. A bit sparkly. I'm going to throw a little bit of this colour in that. I'm going to put another one in. There could be one there, who knows? Who knows, there could be. We can do what we like anyway, can't we? It's our painting, we can decide if we want rock there. We can have rock there. Now I'm going to start putting some water. I want a bit more blue in this area, so I'm thinking of this wave that's here now. That's going to be splashing behind this. So I'm going to start putting those in. Going to a little bit of white and into this blue. Bit of all sorts in there. I want to do the background as well, just to give it a bit more flavour in the water. Make it quite choppy. Leave some gaps though, leave some of that. You can see a bit of paper sort of breaking through. I don't mind that. It's getting quite choppy now. Get some more of this blue. The two blues. We've got this darker area here. Gonna have it break in there. I quite like this. I'm liking this more now. The more you paint something, a painting, well, I find things start coming together, and I try and go with it rather than fighting it. Fighting what works, basically. Have a bit more there. A bit more there. So as that dries, I can start thinking about where the white of the water is going to be. And then we've got to choose. We want it to be that kind of cloud light, I think, because that's quite nice, isn't it? I might use a little brush. I was saying I've got other brushes. Here's a smaller one. This is a number 5-0. 5-0. I remember I used to laugh at people that used little brushes. Now I'm one of them. Yeah, I'm only joking. I'm always wanting to learn, always wanting to do better myself, so I know every technique is valuable. Try not to go too over the top. Try not to go too over the top with my colour. I want a nice light. I don't want it to be white. I just want it to be this sort of it's almost white, but it's got a bit of a brownish, orangey tinge, I should say, orangey. So I'm looking at the water. I want some things to go. Get a bit more of a point on this brush. I want to make my point. Sort of use my finger just to get rid of it a little bit. Sort of use your finger at the bottom of it and sort of melt it away a bit. Getting all kinds of little effects. And I want some water to go up this. I have a little bit of a wave there. And it's sort of splashing up the side of that rock. And then we've got this one that's sort of going this back of this rock as well. So that wave, and then we've got this wave that we're gonna bring into the brush. Got this wave really coming in. It's gonna be splashing bigger. The biggest splash of them all. Before I do that, actually, I'm gonna get some blue. Gonna melt some blue into there, into these rocks. Just create a bit of a bluey sort of misty area. I'll do it against this one as well. Because there's a lot of water there, so I'm going to get rid of those light bits, make that all one rock now. I think that looks better. As it dries, hopefully it looks better. Right, let's get some more of this white, more of this light. Might have a bit of yellow in it now, a bit of sunlight. So I've got this wave, crashing here. See it there, crashing against this rock. Just sort of using my finger just to get some of that. Maybe it's crashing again there. I see waves like that, they crash in two places. That's coming over. Let's leave some of them lines in there, but not where we don't want them. So I've got that crashing over there now as well. I've got a little bit of that cerulean blue. I'm going to put it there with my finger. Okay, and then it's going to get a bit darker. A bit darker here. A bit more of that ultramarine blue. Getting a bit of light in that. And then I want to bring this colour on here as well. I want that to have a so it's gone over there, and then over here there's another one. Another one that's crashed, and it's rolled already, and it's this one's already rolled. I'm going to pick up a bit more of the white, and I want to bring out some of these bits a bit more. So I've got another layer of light, really. So that's all now nicely rolling over. I've got this, and this is gonna it's gonna come out eventually, like something like this. I don't know. We don't know. Could imagine the beach there, can't you? So I want to get the some sort of a highlight on this rock. So I want the rock to have a bit of something, a bit of brown maybe. Let's go into this colour. It's our sunshine. I got a bit of that brown. A bit of something on this rock, just to separate a few areas of it. Okay, and a bit on that. Bit on that one. Bit of colour. There we go. Got a nice bit of action there with the water splashing and rocks. Can have grab a little bit of white. Little birds in the not too much. Little birds here. There's a few little tiny ones there. They've swooped down. A fishing boat's just gone past and it's chucked out all the guts. And them all swooping down to go get it. There we go. It's nice little seascape experiment. You can put in all kinds of little details with your little brush, your little zero brush. Maybe there's a bit of water trickling down that rock there. Maybe there's some water trickling down there as well. It sort of splashed up, it started pooling water, and it's all sort of on there. But yeah, there we go. There's a little painting. You can do all sorts. Got it coming in there. You can put some rocks in. Oh, I know what I want to do. Just remembered. Get a kind of a darker, sort of a bluey black. There we go. And to separate that there. a bluey black. And that way we've got a bit of separation, so it's coming forward, getting ready to just drop over there and go. And can even go back and put in a few little splashes and stuff. Okay. Yeah, and I think I'll call this one finished. Quite like it, actually. I do quite like it. I find it interesting. There's another thing. So I find interesting is when you don't paint the whole page, but you can sort of break it off like this. Sort of breaks the page. There's a bird flying off. Could have some fun doing something like that, actually. Just breaking it off the page. It does look more like something you would have done on the well, something I would have done outside. I just think, oh, I like this bit of wave. I'll put it in, even though I've not painted all the blue in. But anyway, I think that'll do. I'm gonna call that one finished. I enjoyed myself painting that, actually. I do like painting water, and I'll call that one finished. So thanks very much for watching this one. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope it gave you an idea what you can do. You can constantly soften areas, but knowing when to stop, you see, knowing when to stop, it's a tricky thing, is that? It's a tricky thing. I'm going to stop as of now. So I'll say thanks very much for watching this episode, and I'll see you in another one. Cheers, bye.